Welcome back, guys, and today we are back with soundcore, and this is the Liberty 4 Pro, the long-awaited brand new flagship from soundcore, and I can't wait to get into this and tell you all about this brand new product. We've been waiting for this for some time, guys. Now let's get into it without any further ado. But before we do so, please do hit that like button if you find the review helpful today, and do subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on future videos coming soon. So as you can see, here they are, here we have them. Finally, they have arrived, and we have got a STEM style design, and I'm going to go through a lot of the key specifications, and these guys are packed full of new features, upgraded features, and they are bringing a lot to the table. So as you can see, these guys do have high-res wireless audio. We have got LDAC on board. We have got adaptive ANC with 3.0, and that's an upgraded version of their adaptive noise cancelling. We have got a playtime of 10 hours on the buds themselves, and a total of 40 including the case. And we do have a fast charge of 5 minutes worth of charging, giving you 4 hours of playback, which is really good. And we do have ACAA once again, coaxial acoustic system. We do have a dual driver setup with digital crossover, and this is something we've seen on previous Liberty Pro models. We did have it on the Liberty 4 and the Liberty 3 Pro, and we have got a brand new 7 sensor precise noise cancelling system, and within this we've got 6 sound sensors, a barometric pressure sensor which is going to be picking up air pressure, and we'll talk more about that in just a little while. So these guys are claiming to have basically 7 sensors with an algorithm working in tandem, which is reacting to the environment 3 times per second for precise noise cancelling. So we're going to test that out and see whether that's going to live up to the claim there. And other than that, we have got a brand new kind of design in terms of the charging case with a touch bar and display. We've got clear calls with 6 microphones, AI noise reduction, and yeah, you know, we've got the kitchen sink basically being thrown at these. We have got, like I said, a familiar design, but many upgrades across the board. Let's see what's inside then. So obviously we have got all the paperwork. So we do have some wearing advice there. So these guys are going to come with 6 different ear tips. We have got squeeze controls, including slide for volume, which I'm really pleased to see. Like I said, we've got a touch bar on the smart case, including a display. And everything can be customized via the soundcore app. Let's get these out to have a look now. So there's the earbuds themselves. And like I said, we have got some spare ear tips here, and I have gone for the large, but I've also gone for the spin fits as well. So the spin fit CP360s, and we've got a USB charging cable. We do have wireless charging as well, which is really good to see. And you know, it's what we've come to expect from soundcore at this level when it comes to their flagship products. Belts and braces on this one. So let's get inside. So here we have it. So we have got, like I said, kind of like a brand new case design. These have come in the sky blue, but I think there's 4 different colours available. The finish on this is high quality, really nice kind of matte finish there. Obviously you've got the shiny cover. Obviously they have retained the sliding lid, which I know a lot of people did like. And as you can see straight away, there's a little kind of touch area there, which you can already see that I'm kind of cycling through some different options here. But primarily, these guys, I mean, it is customizable, but primarily, so click that to cancel, I'll double click. So primarily, can you see there, you can basically swipe through the noise cancellation to transparency. So starting at 1, if you can see that, starting at 1, you've got your transparency on full, going through the numbers. Number 6 is normal, and then all the way over to 11 or 10 on here. You can get to 11 on the app, is your ANC. So I do like that. It is customizable. You can add some other things onto there, and we are going to have a look at the app in a couple of minutes. But like I said, we have got a nice stem style design. You know, I'm kind of feeling the metallic look. There's been a couple of other brands that have done this, but I think that Soundcore have done it really well. The flagship products tend to be really good when it comes to kind of build quality. These guys are no exception. So as you can see there, you've got your kind of volume swipe area, and then it's also a squeeze control system. Really good stuff. It's a nice deep fit, like you can see. Nice spin fits are working well in terms of the fit and comfort. But yeah, some definite design language we've seen before here. Quite similar to the Liberty 4, actually. You know, and actually in practice, these are more like an upgrade to the Liberty 4 than a kind of successor to the Liberty 3 Pro. But either way, these are coming in strong when it comes to packing in. These are coming in strong when it comes to packing in a huge amount, certainly in terms of features and certainly in terms of performance, but we'll get into that. So the Soundcore app, once again, is, you know, I'm going to suggest very central to getting the best out of this this product, because, you know, as we know from Soundcore, it's going to give you a lot in terms of customizability, flexibility around things like the sound quality. So let's go in and have a look. So like I said, like you saw on the case there, we've got a 11 scale noise cancelling to transparency mode. So covering number 1, like I said, is transparency all the way up to 11. Number 6 is going to be normal. So the transparency mode is excellent. So on the highest setting, you certainly get a very clear sense of your surroundings. There is a little bit of white noise in the background. So if you went to something like 3 or 4, you're still going to get a really good implementation, but not quite as much white noise. So that's something worth considering. We have got airplane mode, which is a new feature. Nice to see this. So basically, it will actually, the barometer that's inside there is obviously reading the pressure, and essentially it's going to adapt when you're on a plane. It's going to adapt the noise cancelling to that air pressure to create an enhanced mode. It's not really worth using at all. It doesn't make any difference unless you're on a plane. I haven't been on a plane since I've received these, so I haven't tested them. But good to see, and I'm looking forward to testing that out, and maybe I'll drop a comment when I've done so. If anyone's tested them out on an aeroplane, please let me know in the comments down below. We've got the wind noise reduction mode once again. We've got easy chat, which is going to essentially dim the volume when it detects voices, which is a useful feature. And then we've got sound quality. Just going back, just to comment on the ANC performance, absolutely excellent. Definitely an upgrade on previous models. I'm interested to see what the airplane mode can do, but in terms of the ANC, really strong ANC here. damping down those kind of lower sounds very successfully, and even a bit of that kind of high-end stuff, whether it's voices or high-pitched noises you know you hear out and about. Really good stuff from Soundcore when it comes to the ANC. We have once again got the Hear ID sound test, which I highly recommend you take part in. So it does give you a curve following a sound test and then a preference test, and this is what I've come out with, and I'm really happy with the sound. On top of that, so you log back in, you'll see your sort of hearing test results, which is useful if you want to know about that. But the key thing here is going in and looking at your kind of your EQ curve, which is custom made for you. We've also got the usual set of equalizer settings. So like I said, it's the usual 22 as far as I can see. Those are decent. Out of the box on the Soundcore signature, I don't think they sound as good as once I've gone in and done the Hear ID. They sound a bit flat to me, but you know, that's fine. You know, you might have a different experience, because as long as you can go in and do that test, then I think you're going to be really happy. And also you can tweak to your heart's content when it comes to kind of the EQ settings. Very, very customizable, as we have come to expect from Soundcore. And then when it comes to the control scheme, as you can see there, very nice to see volume appearing now on the swipe. Really pleased to be able to still maintain full customizability. You've got a single press, you've got double, triple and long, and basically you can get everything set up. The only things that aren't adjustable are going to be the volume slider, the single press to answer a call, and the long press to hang up on a call. No issue at all there for me. Great to have this once again. I didn't expect anything less though from Soundcore at this point. We have got adaptive sound leakage, which is going to just kind of slightly adjust the way that the earbuds project the sound, to try and keep it kind of as the seal as good as possible. I've not felt the need to use that. Safe volume, so please be aware of how loud you're having your music. You know, if you need to limit it, then fine. These go more than loud enough. Please protect your hearing, because you know, it's easy to turn it up, but just think about the impact that's having. We have got the wearing tone and the low battery prompt if you want it. In terms of the sound mode, we talked about LDAC. So I'm certainly been testing with LDAC on my Android device. If you want to have multi-point, then you're going to have to sacrifice LDAC. You can get dual connections if you choose to. You've got your fit test. Again, it's worth doing to check that you've got a good seal with the ear tips that you've chosen. Charging case settings. So this is new territory for Soundcore, and I'm pleased to see it. There's 5 different features that you can actually add on to the charging case. So for example, you might choose to add barometer, find device, and remote camera. So that's kind of the full set. I think spatial audio must be disabled because I'm in LDAC mode, but essentially all that does is kind of gives me the look at the options there. Now you can see that's come in, so I can choose to kind of head into any of those using the very intuitive swipe button. So that's great stuff. I actually just prefer just having the ambient sound control. One thing I have found is that a couple of times I've knocked it by accident, which is a little bit annoying. But other than that, it's been quite useful actually. I'd love just to have a volume control. I think that's a kind of clear, well, to me it seems obvious that you perhaps would have that. Maybe Soundcore could consider adding that, but great just to have the volume control. I think I'd use that a lot. Finally, auto power off if you wish to kind of save a bit of a battery on that one. Find device, and obviously update firmware and charging case firmware. So all in all, you know, highly impressive and detailed, in-depth app once again. I think that when you look at the way that Soundcore has developed this line of products through the year, I know some people will be disappointed perhaps that these are not Bud style, but the sheer range of features here is incredible, I think, for the price. I think we've got a very well-rounded product that sounds incredible. You know, with these guys, I think we've got a continuation of that real kind of redefined, balanced Soundcore sound signature. Certainly once I've done the hearing test and set that up, these guys are bringing, I think, enhanced clarity again. I think the details in the treble and the highs are outstanding. The mid-range is very rich and detailed and smooth and satisfying, and then the bass is still kind of doing its job. These are not kind of all-out bass head headphones anymore when it comes to Soundcore, but what they're doing is they're bringing that balance, and they're bringing it when it comes to kind of a really good level of sub bass and a really good level of mid bass, but it doesn't muddy up the rest of the sound signature. You're getting a really clean, clear, but still dynamic sound signature, and I love that about these. I think the only very small kind of bits of feedback that I would have, and it's very hard to kind of find a huge amount to find that isn't positive on these. Number one, I'd love to see a simple bass slider within the app. So OnePlus have got this, and on the OnePlus Plus Buds Pro 3 in particular, and certainly the 2s and even the Buds 3, I certainly use that a lot, and I really like to have that at my disposal. You know, if I just want to ramp up the bass a little bit because I'm doing a workout or whatever, then it's great to have. And I think whilst you can still do that in the Soundcore app, you haven't perhaps got the same instant effect that you'd have with a bass slider. So I'd love to see that introduced. The next one is around kind of form factor. I think that we've had quite a lot of stem style earbuds from Soundcore. I'd love to see them consider doing something similar and releasing like a Liberty 4 Pro, but in a Bud style, or maybe the next iteration will be Buds. But it isn't an issue for me because I really like stem style earbuds, and they fit well for me. They fit better for me actually, but I know some people may be put off by that, and they may have wanted to see these guys kind of taking that similar form factor to the 3 Pros. But my feeling is that they couldn't get those much smaller, so I'm not sure where they can go with those anyway. And then finally, in terms of the case functionality, so I really like it. But I think, obviously you can see there as well, you've got your battery levels, which is cool. And actually you can see through it. I don't know if you can quite see that, but it's slightly see-through the case. But I'd like to see them kind of getting back to basics. So let's have, you know, maybe some controls, like I said, the volume control, maybe track control as well, pause and play. I think I'd use that more than perhaps an ANC slider, but I really like the ANC slider, so that's kind of win-win. So, you know, in all, I think that these guys kind of, you know, I'm not surprised at how good these are. I think if you've got the Liberty 4s, I do think the upgrades are significant enough to get straight in and upgrade. You know, it's been a good couple of years since the Liberty 4s. They've done away with the gimmicks of the workout stuff, and I think they've implemented things that are useful. I think if you've got the Liberty 4NCs, again, sound quality miles better on these, significantly better on these. ANC might be kind of on a par, but the overall experience with these guys is much more premium. It's much more flagship level. So, you know, I think again, very much worth an upgrade. But yeah, like I said, guys, these are, you know, these are fantastic. Really enjoy using them. Hopefully keep testing them and get them on a plane, and I'll let you guys know how I get on. But I think Soundcore have done it again. What another fantastic product we've got here. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now. And this is a call quality test with the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro in a quiet environment. It's a call quality test for the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro in a noisy environment.